Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Stellaris, and in today's video we are bringing you guys a bit of an update because a mid-game crisis has happened, which is that the Great Khan for the hand-failure horde has arisen, and so he is now going to go on a conquering path here. Luckily for us, he's pretty far away. The bad news is that this is the horde that has attacked us before, so we do have to be a little bit careful when it comes to all that. Luckily, last time they came through here, I think. Let me see which system it was. I think here the Nida system, and that now does have a pretty nice defensive station of 13.6k. The horde underneath us, if the Great Khan had risen here, we would have maybe been in more trouble, but we've also been preparing with 2 defensive stations over there. So I still feel like this is okay, and we'll just keep one eye on the, what are they called? Hand-failure horde, who are, well, expanding quite quickly. I wonder if the Xanid suzerainty will ever get into trouble from that. Looking at the rest of the universe, though, well, everyone has become pathetic compared to me, except for the Bosch Pakchuk's League. Those guys are still only inferior to me. Good news as well. In base cluster 1, the very first settlement is established. And so what I want to show you guys as well is the state of my economy, so we can just go for build multiple. And that's what happens whenever we colonize a new planet, or in this case a habitat. Now my very first habitat, what am I going to build there? We're going to go a little bit crazy, but we're going to go full energy. Basically seeing this as like a mini Dyson sphere. Just have this be my energy reserve production, so that I can then expand my machine empire to other things. In the meantime, my construction ship is building the second habitat here. So the plan is really to make all possible habitats in my home system of base cluster, and have that be the base of operation where, well, we basically go to a next level of expansion as the machine race. After that we'll do Oblion, and then we'll go over here in these 2 systems as well. All of them that have planets will then have the added habitats as well. I'm hesitating to go with extra systems around there. I don't think that that's going to be the goal, and of course for now the influence is being used mostly to expand my territory, to expand my buffer to my core systems, which are these, of course, and that's where at first we'll build all of these habitats, which will hopefully help us gain more and more resources so that we can handle whatever the game throws at us next. That is still going at a pretty good pace. Let's see here, we could use more naval capacity, or the Alpha Hub, potentially. Can analyze the data at its leisure. Yeah, maybe we'll do... This one is faster though, and get plus 30. Just in case of an attack, that could be useful. I think we'll do that, since we have also unlocked battleships. Another thing, I have the ability to reform the government. At this point, I'm thinking I should take, let's see, which one was it? Factory overclocking, leader cap level +1. I think for research that can actually be very useful. Let me know in the comments if that's actually wrong, but it also requires 250 influence, and right now we can still expand quite easily in territory, so I don't want to do that just yet. And then we have this extra ascension perk, and I'm really hesitating. I could take Machine World. I think it can be really nice, but of course the Colossus project, once we get the Titan research, will be very handy as well. So the real question is, do I think I'll have room for another ascension perk? I think we'll take synchronicity next. That could be good for us. Processing hubs, control center, unrest reduced, not very helpful. Building speed increased. Machine leaders are less likely to suffer breakdowns. Shipyard build speed, man, it's decent for what I want to do, but I'm not sure if that's what I want right now. Maybe.
Construction complete.
If we take expansion, do we still have the one where every... That's not very useful. Capital buildings now produce 1 additional unity. That could be useful, of course, to try and jump to yet another one. Is there anything that builds unity here? know. That's
Diplomatic
kind of
alert.
bad.
Military confrontation detected.
So the Shazaraki keepers are attacking the Kanahan Commonwealth. I think that's up here. And they're attacking. Let's see who. Oh no, it's not the Omni Eradicators. It's the Shazaraki keepers. Okay, well, there's still wars happening here and there. What I do like is that this is still a mixed universe. That it's not like being dominated by one or two parties, which is also the big advantage of the changes that have been brought to Stellaris, making, I'd say, defensive wars far more viable at this point. So let's take a look at this. Oh, something that I also wanted to do. Let's not forget, I'm going to send my primary fleet over here. It's now at 16.8k, so it should be able to handle these guys as well. And that's what we'll do next. Clean that up, get rid of the threats of all of the red stuff close to me. Maybe I should just get rid of these guys as well, opening all of this up for colonization. But right now, we are still growing quite nicely vertically, so I'm not too rushed for that. Let's grab these systems and then see if we can evolve in that direction. He's working on that. Yes, he is. That's good. And we do have the potential to upgrade something else. So that's going to be Meskeban. Upgrade that to a citadel as well. Just up the defenses, just in case of these guys trying anything nasty. They can circumvent it, so it's not the best location, but it is the primary target if they want to go for one of my planets, of course. So I think it makes sense to keep these guys upgraded as well. And then here my secondary fleet, 5k in the base cluster. We're gonna keep it there, and then we'll just keep an eye on my primary fleet. That needs to do just a couple of jumps, and let's hope that we can handle those crystals. I also want a research ship. Anyone? So that one is heading over there. We still have this research ship that will then probably send to do all of these researches, because it can be very handy. Potentially to find some nice weapons or armor or something like that from those crystalline entities. And other than that, I think we are decently well in control. Not that many planets around. There's only basically one planet here, which is a tomb world. So that's pretty much only for me to grab. And this is why I don't think it's worth it for me to invest in the machine world perk. And I might as well just wait out and grab Colossus right away. I think that's going to be my path at this point. Colossus, is that far away? Maybe, maybe not. We will see. I do research decently quickly, I think. So just one more jump. And these guys over here, well, they're growing. I'm not sure if there's anyone that they're basically butchering at the moment. Because if their situation has been that they've basically kept anyone from expanding in this region, that means that they could grow. Of course, they could become economically quite strong quite quickly, which could be a problem. But we'll see if it works out. What is my fleet doing here? There they come. That's 17k. It only has one battleship. They are pretty sleek and fast, so that is good. And my construction ship
complete.
That one is halfway to the next habitat, and in the meantime let's also take a quick look at the habitat here. So this will be a major power hub, which I think will be very useful to create that buffer and to be able to keep upgrading in a different way for my other habitats. So here we go. The fleet is landing. We see significant crystalline presence in this system, evidently some kind of den, or at least a hub of crystalline activities, such as it is. Subterraneous is home to a crystalline construct. Unlike any previously, this construct exhibits several properties associated with the entities, but greatly exaggerated. So let's see if we can draw these guys out so that we don't have to fight with the station right away. That's 2.5k gone, so that should be good. We're going to try and drag them out in a defensive situation, and I just hope that I've got range on them. That would be handy. So let's keep going here. Get ready for the broadsides, guys. I need those cruisers to start firing. And what the hell? How did that get cut down like that? But here goes the big fight for the crystalline cleanup. Lots of ships retreating for some reason. What the hell are they doing? At least my lasers are firing. Destroyer ISS 9K. Can we do this? Their fleets are going down, but there's so many crystals still left here. I wonder how this will go. 8.5k. They've got less than that, so I think we're okay. Man, what a strange fight. Why are they constantly retreating like that? Super strange. And the core of my fleets, it's mostly my cruisers that are trying to get on top of, yeah, many of these crystals that are still hanging around. Ooh, there's still 600 up here. 6k though should work out. So the crystalline cleanup is well underway. Just a little bit left. Through hard work, he has gained new skills. That's good. Back up to 8.4k. That should be able to handle that station. And then we will, of course, reinforce that with battleships at this point. Doesn't make sense to keep making these small ships, I don't think. And did that fleet like split up or something? Nope, it just took a lot of losses. There we go. That's the crystalline station that needs to die, so that I can also colonize this entire system right here. At a cost, gotta be honest here, it was definitely at a cost. Even this crystalline structure is killing more of my ships, but eventually, normally, it will go down as well. We've destroyed the crystalline construct in this subterraneous system. It proved harder than expected, indeed, and some shards have been covered such that we should be able to emulate the properties, oh yeah, for better armor, I suspect. So these guys are going to rep to the nearest star base, which is where? Yeah, back in Isio. And then we'll grab our research ship here. That's you, and you are going to, well, looks like what?
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, let's see if we can find a research ship that way. Are you done? Then we'll have you research all projects in system, followed by a survey of the system. There we go. Anomalies are done, and we have this debris left, so we'll allow him to do that. Upgrade that fleet for sure, and I think where that's up here, that's definitely one that I will want to upgrade to a citadel as well. Costly, but okay. And then research done. Ooh, even more power. Absolutely. Quantum field manipulation for power plant 5. That's gonna be pretty good for Primus 1 as well, which will mean even more energy. This will come along nicely, so that's looking good. Let's also, I don't like it when these little arrows still stay here, so we'll do that.
Completed.
And well,
ship augmentations completed. Ship augmentations completed.
We can do that as well. And then this construction ship now almost ready, so we'll do this. And then you are going to grab more territory for us as soon as we can. Oh, or we could do that here. This one's been ready for quite a while. We'll do this one first, just to, you know, unify our territory geographically speaking here. And that's what I've been doing here in Stellaris, guys. Finally, that subterraneous system that was a thorn in my eye kept being read here. I think next up we'll keep a close eye, or try to keep an eye on this horde that is growing quite rapidly and potentially quite dangerously. And then, if nothing happens, if this stabilizes through the through efforts from the locals, then maybe we'll get rid of the Ishni freeholders, because all of these systems, I'd love to get access to those as well. And then here, do we have something that could be good, like Titan? No, doesn't look like we can do that just yet, so we'll take the flak cannons, because that's pretty short. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.